What's up, Buttercup? It is I, it is me, it is she, Barbie P. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. And of course, we're gonna jump right into the video. But before I do, I gotta give my disclaimer. I am not a doctor, a dietitian, nutritionist, or Jesus. So I always recommend you seek professional help on your weight loss, fat loss journey. However, I'm just a girly that lost 109 pounds. And I have tips and tricks that help me out. So hopefully they will help you out. Now, with all of that out the way, Buttercup, let's just get straight to the point, okay? You can't poop. You can't take a good poo because you eat like crap. Yep, I said it. No buildup, no fluff, just facts. Your body is backed up like a Monday morning freeway, and it looks like that because your diet is consisting of hot Cheetos, hot fries, zero fiber, or even like how my younger cousins would say hot tips, because they couldn't say chips, they would say hot tips. You're eating too much junk, especially ultra processed junk. So let's talk about why your stomach is mad at you. And of course, I'm going to, give y'all some tips and tricks to help it out too. Hold on, let me cook, let me talk. Y'all be rushing me all the time. So, Buttercup, you are not bloated. You are constipated. You keep saying, oh, I'm just bloated. Like that's cute. Sis, that is not bloat. That is backed up bowels. If you haven't gone if you haven't gone a number 2 in like 2 days, that is not normal. Your body is literally throwing hands at you. Your body is squabbling up at you. You are not gaining weight overnight. You're just full of last week's Taco Bell, last week's Wingstop. Because think about it. If you're not pooing on the regular, the food that you're eating and the food that you ate in the last couple of days is still sitting in your system. You do know you can have you can have, I believe, 8 to almost 20 pounds of poo just sitting there. You do know that, right? Yeah, full of hot tips. Because that's what my cousins would say back in the day when they were younger. They would eat hot tips, which is hot chips. And that's pretty much why you're backed up, because you eat like junk. You're always at the food trucks eating. You're eating ultra processed foods. You got your hot Cheetos. And then you're eating so much that you're not giving your body time to digest the previous meal. Because you keep eating and you keep having your snacky snacks and you're just like, oh, I'm just hungry today. No, you're doing too much. You are doing too much. Your stomach is mad at you. But it's okay. We're going to fix it. We're going to talk about some things as well to help get you on the right track. So, yes. But I would say this too. You probably haven't had no fiber. So let's see. You might start your day off with a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, maybe some type of breakfast sandwich with hash browns. And then lunch, you're probably taking Chick-fil-A maybe. Doing some Chick-fil-A maybe. Mm-hmm. And then dinner is just a DoorDash disaster with a soda, of course. With a soda. Do you know how much fiber that is? Maybe 3 grams at the most. Buttercup, you need at least 25 to 30 grams of of fiber a day. Because you're not regular because the food you're eating is not regular. Your colon is begging for vegetables. Your stomach is crying for chia seeds. It's crying out for chia seeds. is desperate for dark leafy green vegetables. And no, gummies don't count. They don't count. The gummies don't count. And water, you probably never heard of it. Let's talk about it. You're out here drinking coffee. You're drinking diet Cokes. You get this whole huge meal and then get a Diet Coke. At least we save a couple of calories. Water, you might take a sip before bed. You think you're hydrated because you're peeing. And let me tell you something, Buttercup. If your pee looks like Mountain Dew or like that really dark apple juice, you have a problem. Water is like the oil for kind of like internal plumbing inside your body. It helps push things. It helps move stuff out. And then of course you need water just to hydrate. Your pee should look somewhat like that Chick-fil-A diet lemonade. It should just have like a light little yellow tinge to it. But it should not look like Mountain Dew, and it shouldn't look like the dark apple juice. And it shouldn't be clear either, because if it's clear, then you probably need some electrolytes, because now that's another, anyway. But yes, so your gut health is pretty much like a second brain. You keep feeding it trash, now it's emotionally unstable. So therefore, you are more anxious now, you're more moody, and you're more gassy, not because Mercury is in retrograde or whatever, but because your gut bacteria is at war. Just fighting. You need some Greek yogurt, some kimchi, or sauerkraut. Yeah, they might smell weird, but they will have you pooping like an adult. Your gut doesn't want gossip. It wants greens. It wants your green. Did you have a green juice today since we're talking? Did you have a green juice today? Okay. So yes. Now, you want to poop daily? This is how you do it. Water. Drink your water. You want to add chia seeds and berries. Yes, chia seeds. You don't need a whole thing, okay? You only need about 2 tablespoons. No, just do 2 tablespoons. Don't do too much. Do 2 tablespoons of some chia seeds. Add it in your Greek yogurt. Put it in a smoothie. Let's see. You can make a cute chia pudding with some almond milk and maybe add a little protein powder and some berries. Let that be your breakfast. And some water. I guarantee you it's going to get some stuff moving. And then have a salad. A real salad. A greens salad. Like a salad, some spring mix, maybe some strawberries, blueberries, a little bit of feta, light balsamic dressing, grilled chicken, boom. Putting y'all on. Take note. Not with bacon and not with ranch. But just a nice, clean, green salad. Start incorporating more beans, lentils, and sweet potatoes. These foods have natural fiber in it, and they're just going to help encourage your poos. And, of course, I already said water, but I'm going to keep saying it. Water, not juice, not a frappe, but water. And then walking around, seriously, movement equals movement. You don't have to live at the gym, but you can't sit still and expect to poo. Because they always say too, the experts say that after you eat, you should walk for 10 to 15 minutes. And I will tell you that I have been doing that lately, and it does help encourage a poo. So yes, and yes, and yes. And I'm going to throw on another one. Get you some tea, Buttercup. Get you some tea. Get you some peppermint tea. Get some hibiscus tea. Any type of teas. I have a detox tea that I take. I take peppermint tea. I take green tea with ginger. Like, I tea it up. And by me starting my day with water. Well, first brush your teeth because you have all that gunk on stuff on your tongue, and you don't want to drink water and swallow all that gunk, because you know why your tongue is dirty, because pretty much all through the night it's like pushing the bacteria up to the top part of your tongue, and that's why your tongue be looking funky, and that's why your breath be smelling funky, morning breath. But that's just your body been fighting off bacteria, it pushes it up, so then when you brush your teeth, you rinse it out and it comes out. But then when you drink water, all your body done did all that fighting just for you to swallow that bacteria. So brush your teeth first. Start your day off with some water. If you want to do lemon, you can do that. If you want to put like a little bit of apple cider vinegar, you can do that as well. And then have a glass of tea. Have you a cup of tea. I love a cup of tea in the morning. Gets everything going, and that helps out. And then I would have like a cup of tea in the morning, and I'll have like another cup of tea maybe around 11 o'clock or so. And normally by then, I would probably have a good poo. Another thing I'm going to tell you, Buttercup, you need to implement some form of fasting. Of course, we fast throughout the night naturally, but some of us, that big back demon starts, waking you up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and you got to get you a snacky snack. So you want to give your body time to digest what's already in this system. So therefore, you need a cutoff time. I would say you can always stop eating like 2 hours before bed, but yeah, that's what the experts say. You can stop eating 2 hours before bed. That's what I normally do. Some days, I'm not going to lie, I'm not like that all the time, but my motto is about the 95. I'm not worried about the 5%. I know people say 80-20, but for me, it's 95-5. Because if I'm like locked in 95% of the time, I'm not worried about that little 5% that I might be off here and there. But anyway, I cut off my eating between 7 and 8:30, and then I pretty much don't eat until the next day, obviously. And sometimes it's 11 o'clock, and most of the time it's 12. That's just how it is, because I only eat when I am hungry. I don't eat because of actual, it's morning time, so I should have breakfast, knowing good well I had a pretty large dinner, and I'm good, So that's one thing. Stop overeating. If you want to have a good poo, just simply stop overeating, because the more you eat, of course, you're backing up your system. Conclusion, if you want to poo every day, and to make it even better, you should be really pooing after each meal. Like, you should eat, and you should be able to poo within like 1 to 3, maybe 4-ish hours after each meal. That's when you know you're regular, because you poo after each meal. So what would help is simply, of course, drinking more water. The things you can do today: drink some more water, obviously. Start incorporating teas into your life. Just start incorporating teas. Go to the grocery store, get you some chia seeds, some oatmeal, some berries. I don't want to hear, it's too expensive. You can get frozen berries, because actually frozen berries are cheaper than the fresh ones. So get you some frozen berries, add it into your oatmeal, boom. Get you some berries, put it in Greek yogurt, boom. Cut out the ultra-processed food. Yeah, I'm going to say cut it out, because at this point, you don't have moderation yet, because you still have big back behavior and big back mindset, and that's okay. So right now, we just need to put the stuff to the side and really focus on what matters. I want you walking after each meal, 5 to 10 minutes, even if it's just marching in place. Get some movement in. Get you a good salad. So these are just some things you can do today to have a poo. And I'm going to tell you, just drinking the water, that's going to help you out right there. All right, Buttercup. So just to wrap it up, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to tell you it's time to go, if you know what I mean. The next time you say, I haven't pooed in like 3 days, ask yourself, Did I eat like I cared about my body? Or did I eat like I'm trying to win a hot wings challenge? Do not normalize being backed up. And don't be around the people that encourage you to be backed up. Because some of y'all got some big back friends, and that's fine. But some of you got big back friends that encourage big back behavior that keeps you a big back. Normalize fruit, fiber, and hydration. And not letting your colon cry out for help. Okay? You got this, Buttercup. Stop eating like crap so you can finally poop like a queen. And until next time, Buttercup, make sure you are minding your business and tending to your own business. Mind and tend to the business that pays you. And if it does not pay you, Buttercup, then you definitely need to be minding your own business, which is drinking your green juice, going for your pretty and healthy girl walk, and meal prepping your food because it is a sign of self-love. I will catch you in the next one. Until next time, bye. I can hear your gut crying out for me. I can hear your gut